Hey guys, it's About Beer 30. Let's take a walk into the kitchen and see what's in the fridge today. Hey everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Thanks a bunch for stopping by. I do appreciate everybody spending a little time checking out this beer today. Today's beer is Voodoo Ranger Juice Force IPA. And guys, this is a fairly big one. This is New Belgium's hazy or New England style beer. Can they do it? Can a big brewery make a true, honest New England style beer? That is the question. In my experience, not so much. So we shall see. I mean, I've seen a lot of big breweries attempt this style, and some come close, and some don't even have a clue. But we shall see what this brings. And this is a big one at 9.5%. This is almost, in my book, to the Imperial range. Once it gets to 10% and above IPAs or double IPAs or triple IPAs, what do you want to call them? The triple IPA is not a recognized style in the beer judging categories. But I would single or regular IPA and a double IPA, and then once it gets to 10%, instead of me calling it a triple, and they can call it whatever they want, it's more of an imperial to me when it's 10% or bigger. This is real close. So we're going to see if they get to the New England style in Homeboy's scale of grading New England style beers in appearance, aroma, and taste. So let's find out together. Alright, they're out of Colorado, guys, New Belgium, and I'm a big fan of the New Belgium Voodoo series. I mean, everybody sees the regular Voodoo, Imperial Voodoo Ranger in there. I'm not such a big fan of the standard Voodoo Ranger, but the Imperial Voodoo Ranger is fairly tasty to me, and it gets to have enough flavor and taste for my taste buds. So that's why y'all keep seeing that bottle in there. And I look for them to probably start putting that in a can too, instead of keeping the bottles. I look for the bottles to go by the wayside eventually, guys. I think everybody's going to go to this style packaging, and more of them are going to the 16 ounces with producing 4 and selling it for the same price as 6 of these little ones. So I see that. Mark my word, that is the wave of the future. We'll start seeing more 16s and 4-packs instead of 6-packs of 12s. So, this is my prediction for the future. Anyway, let's find out about this one. 30 IBUs according to Untapped. It says Juice Force is a fruit-forward, highly drinkable, 9.5% ABV blast. Buckle up with this hazy IPA. You'll be buzzing the tower in no time, no doubt. 9.5%, guys. This will put you in the hammer lane pretty quick. Please drink responsibly. Don't do nothing that you should not. If you're drinking, don't be driving. Anyway, let's find out what this is. 12-ounce can, August 21 of 2022. So that is their enjoy by, best by, whatever by date. August. And this is just March. So it's April, May, June, July, August. 5 months. And how long has it been in the can already? A month? 6 months shelf life? Give me a fucking break. Seriously? New Belgium? A 6-month shelf life on a double IPA. Fucking insane. This thing will never, ever taste fresh the same as it is 6 months, 5, 6 months old. Ain't never gonna happen. You smoking some good shit if you think it is. I'm serious. I'm swear to God. 6 months, that's twice the shelf life this beer should have. It's not going to go bad. It's 9.5%. It'll keep 20 years. It'll probably keep 30 years. But it's going to taste like a malty damn mess 6 months down the road. And that's just my opinion, guys. That'll probably get some arguments here, there. But this is what this guy wants. I don't want a 6-month-old double IPA. And if I look at that and it shows that to me, and I'm going, and that's where they get you, because you don't know what shelf life they're giving it. Well, it says August, and it's just July, so it's still good. That chaps my ass when I see them giving that long of a shelf life to a beer just to sell more beers, like these clowns need it, like they ain't got no money. That will cost them a great point, because they're putting a best by date, not a canned on date on it. If you go underneath there, it has 22/0/2170. So that's probably a code for when it was actually put in the can. And if I was guessing, I would say that was the 17th of February of 2022, because it's got 220217, and then have some numbers after that. So if I was guessing, this was put in the can on February the 17th of 2022. So the February, March, April, May, June, July, August. They're giving it a 6-month shelf life. And as far as I'm concerned, Voodoo Ranger, New Belgium, you need to put a damn canned on date on it, because it's going to cost you a great point, my friends. 6-month shelf life. Y'all suck ass on that. I mean, you make good beers, but your philosophy, and I understand this, I definitely understand that you're in the business to sell beers. But if I buy this can at 6 months old and it's a malty mess, you think I want to buy your product again? Hell no. It ain't going to happen. So while you're thinking you're selling more beers, you're losing customers. Wake the hell up. Oh Lord, that runs all over me when I see companies put a shelf life of 6 months on a damn beer. Super cloudy, super hazy, guys. Not to the New England style in appearance. Nah, zzz. Didn't happen, still hadn't happened. Yet to see a big beer company like these guys, or Stone, or anybody else, produce a really tasty tin beer in a New England style. They ain't gonna do it, because it costs too much money to produce a beer of that magnitude with the hops and the malt bill to produce something super tasty, world class, outstanding than they're willing to do. Bottom line. My opinion. So now that I've ranted my ass off, let me go to the nose. It is grapefruit off the chain, guys. The aroma is super aromatic. I mean, this is grapefruit on top of grapefruit on top of grapefruit. That's what I'm getting on the nose. It is overpowering everything else. Grapefruit. Citrusy grapefruit. So, in the aroma, very nice. Super nice. It's got a very wonderful grapefruit aroma. To the taste we go. Cheers. Off the chain grapefruit. That is grapefruit to the 10th power. Awesome grapefruit taste. Super tasty beer. And that is a shame. That's my whole argument. If it was a crappy beer, it wouldn't be no bad. Never buy it again. See ya. But it's a tasty beer. It is a super tasty beer. So guys, you need to learn that when you see these beer companies like New Belgium, and I still support them, but I hate their dating. You got to learn to read that code underneath that Best Buy. It doesn't even say Best Buy. It just says 21 AUG 2022. You got to figure that out for yourself. Don't take a rocket scientist. Well, that's their Best Buy date, Best Enjoy, whatever buy date. And then it says 220217. Now right there, there's your clue. 22 is the year 02 is the month and 17 is the day. So as long as you can figure that out, you'll know how fresh the beer is. So I mean, whoops, a little spot got away from me there. I hate to waste good beer. I don't want the beer police on my ass. Anyway, guys, tastes good, smells good. Not quite to the New England appearance to me. It's not quite orange juice enough. It's a nice hazy, cloudy beer, but definitely not the New England style. Definitely see light, see a lot of light through the bottom of it. So not quite to the New England style for this guy. So a very nice hazy. And I don't know if I'm going to categorize it as a West Coast style, but they're typically more hoppy than the East Coast style. So super hazy West Coast style. That's my opinion. I'm going to go sip on it. Alright guys, I'm back. A little bit left. Maybe a little bit more, a little bit. Not a lot of lacing here, guys. Decent beer, tasty beer, well-made beer. One-dimensional grapefruit. It's grapefruit, and grapefruit. So, I mean, that's all I'm smelling and that's all I'm tasting. Little citrusy grapefruit. Might be a little orange in there, but still kind of one-dimensional. I think it's tasty. I mean, this was available at the Kroger store where the other half works, and she brought it home. And it's a nice, hazy, not super cloudy. I mean, guys, I can see the camera. I mean, I can see right through that. So it's not super hazy. I mean, definitely not New England style in appearance, and to me, honestly, not in the taste. And like I said, a lot of the time you'll see this either on Beer Advocate or Untapped or wherever you're looking. It'll say, you know, New England style, and it does here, but it doesn't say that on there. It says Hazy Imperial IPA, and I would agree with that. It's a hazy. It doesn't claim to be a New England style there. Some of these crazy fools that post all this crap on these sites, oh, it's cloudy. It's New England style. Yeah, right. Yeah. So it is what it is, guys. You got to take a lot of these. When they say that and you look at there, it says double New England style. And this is what you're looking at. Yep, they're smoking some good stuff. It must be the Kush version or something. I don't know. But anyway, nah, not New England style to me. Tasty, decent, alcohol well hidden, grapefruit, little citrusy notes, orange, not a whole lot. A good go-to beer if you get a good price on it. I'm a joke. It's pleasant. It's worthy. The biggest thing, I mean, the biggest fuss I got on this, guys, is not them just only having the best buy, but they are putting that code underneath it, if you know how to read it, to know when it was canned. So we'll let that slide a little bit right now. The biggest fuss I've got is they're giving this beer a 6-month shelf life. That's a little on the greedy side in my book. That chaps my ass a little bit. I understand you're in the business to sell beers, but a 6-month shelf life, I know it's 9.5%. I get that. But honestly, do you want to spend your money on a beer that's 6 months old? And it's supposed to be hoppy. I mean, if I'd never had a hoppy beer, it might be hoppy enough for me then. But for somebody that's a hophead, I don't think a 6-month-old version of this is going to impress me very much. So I just think that's the bottom line there, is just greed. I mean, they're giving it a 6-month shelf life, and that's twice as long as it should be. That's why it's going to cost them. A great point. Guys, I think this is a very tasty, one-dimensional beer, but it's very well made because of the 9.5% alcohol. It's very well hidden, and it's got a very pleasant grapefruit, orangey, citrusy note. More grapefruit than anything else. But, again, the corporate greed just runs so hard on me. I would have probably gave this an 88 if it had not given it a 6-month shelf life. That runs me a little raw, guys. So it's going to cost them a grade point 85. and that's why I say that. And you may see this again in my fridge because I know how to read that code. But as much as I hate to say I won't support them because of that, I may, because I know how to read that second day code to know how fresh the beer is before I spend my money on it, because I know I don't want to buy a 6-month-old double IPA. So as long as I can read that, we might have some kind of truce agreement there. But them trying to give a 6-month shelf life to somebody that don't know how to read that, and it just says that best by date is right there and it's 6 months away from when they put it in there. Nope. Untapped has it at 3.98, and that's their B+ scale. So that's what they'd have got from me. They weren't trying to give it 6 months on the shelf and take your money from you. And I hate to be that way, because I like the beers, guys. I do. But I just don't get up on that corporate greed bandwagon when they're trying to extend the shelf life past what it should be, honestly. So, it is what it is there, guys. You can make your own decision on that one. Taste the beer, and I may buy it again, but I just not a fan of that corporate greed stuff. Voodoo Ranger Juice Force Hazy Imperial IPA. I liked it. Very tasty. You may see it again in my fridge. But buyer beware. Be educated when you're buying these beers. So, enough of all that. Boy, I ran it on today. Alright, let's go see what's in the fridge tomorrow. See you then.